Hello there everybody, welcome back to a new episode. It has been a while since we last looked at Sndl growers, and tonight we're having a bit of a forecast into tomorrow and what I personally believe could happen with Sndl grower stock. Of course we are giving a reaction to what happened today and what I personally do believe going forwards. Now it must be noted that I am not a financial advisor and this is all just my personal opinions, but if you might enjoy this episode, make sure to subscribe to the channel as we are trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and of course now we are 1/10 of the way there. So thank you for everything so far. Let's jump straight into this video. So today, Sndl has been relatively flat, to be honest. I mean, yes, we are actually red ever so slightly, but realistically from this move upwards, things were moving in a very positive manner from the lows of the day around 11:05 up until now. We are up about 1.3%, but of course it wasn't enough to keep us in the green for the whole day, as we are still down by about 2% from 9:30. So things realistically are down today, and this does come after a few days in the red actually, ever since about the 25th, but we can see now from the 26th that things were starting to slowly and surely build back up. I think today we have a bit more confidence in this stock looking at how the whole market has been reacting, because the S&P today is up, of course the Nasdaq is up, and also the Russell 2000, which is an index which tracks quite a lot of smaller stocks, is also up. So I think this does show some good things potentially going forwards for the Sndl growers stock, and hopefully tomorrow can continue to be positive, because yes, a lot of the markets are taking a bit of a turn upwards now, and I personally do believe that sell-off could be coming to an end. So Sndl is definitely a stock that does still have some potential in my opinion. I mean, yes, only a few weeks ago we saw this one rally to highs all the way up here past the $2, almost even the $3 range, so things were really moving in a very quick manner, but of course we have sold off significantly from there. Now I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I mean, yes, we are down about 53%, but let's face it, the stock has rocketed up in a very significant way. If you'd have bought this one at the lows back in late September and held up until the highs, you would have actually been up about 1,452%. I think for that reason it does make sense that the stock dropped significantly from that point, as a lot of people probably took very decent profits and just left the stock, which is to be understood. But that doesn't mean that the profits are over for the stock going forwards, as I personally do believe that there is some more room for the stock to grow in the future. Now as of current, we are currently sat around $1.38. I do believe that this one could actually pass $2 in the next few months, maybe even $5 by the end of the year. Now is that as big of a growth as we have seen over the past year or so? Absolutely not, but that is not necessarily a bad thing. Sndl growers is a very interesting company. Of course now they are debt free, which is another good thing going forwards for the stock. I think it's little things like this which do help the company to have a promising future. And of course right now, looking at actual specific entry points, I think we are looking at one of the best that we have been seeing, because although nothing is for certain 100%, but now we are seeing a bit of a turnaround in the stock's price, and of course in the market as a whole. So this could indicate to the stock actually going back up pretty soon, and hopefully even passing this point here at the $1.50 range, which was of course the highs in the past 5 days. So I definitely do believe that if the market does remain positive for the rest of the week, which is absolutely possible, we could see Sndl hit $1.60 by the end of week, maybe even higher than that. But of course it all depends on what the market as a whole does. If the market remains relatively flat, I do believe that Sndl could still pass the $1.40 range, which of course wouldn't be the biggest increase in price, but it would put us in the green again. And of course, worst case scenario, I think will be relatively flat. I definitely do believe that this stock is starting to level out at this $1.40 range anyway, because we can see that basically a lot more people were aware of Sndl stock ever since this big pump in price. So I think a lot of people were maintaining their position in this one, and of course kept it in this high $1.40 range. So of course that is quite an interesting thing to see. We are basically still at that $1.40 range. I think going forwards we do have potential to see this stock pop even further. So yeah, would I buy Sndl right now? Honestly guys, I would buy Sndl. I would only buy a small position in this one though, because yes, it does have some real potential, but in my opinion there are some stocks out there that have a bit better potential and could see even bigger growth going forwards into the next few years. But obviously for what the company does, it could be a great portfolio diversifier, and for that reason I say buying a couple of shares of Sndl would not be a bad decision in my opinion. So I personally do believe that the room could actually continue to grow, and this stock's price could continue to increase even further, and that is what we would all love to see. But I would love to hear what you have to say down below, so please drop me a comment. I will try and read all of them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.